Foo Fighters fans after Dave Grohl's confession. There goes my hero. You are in a deep sleep. The leg muscles suddenly start cramping. When you search the internet to find a solution for your problem, but turns out you are the only one who has it. How it feels when you're 8 hours into what should have been a 30-minute job, so you just sit there questioning the meaning of life. Schools be like, we don't tolerate bullying. We don't tolerate bullying being discovered because it might tarnish our school's reputation, so bully victims better be quiet. How my little brother looks at me when he comes out of my room after stealing my clothes. The prison where the villains are locked up. The prison where they lock up the hero when they blame him for something. Me telling the cop, I'm totally drugs, don't drink, no cop, don't even ID, know what drugs are. When you're deep in a conversation with yourself in a made-up scenario, and realize you're low-key showing signs of mental illness. Me sailing the 7 seas to watch Disney Plus TV shows, movies. I'm doing my part. You guys always act like you're better than me. Summer, winter, autumn. Nuclear winter probably. The CEO you never met in 10 years the day there is a photo shoot at the office. Me when I get no matches on dating apps. Well, maybe it's just because you're ugly. When a package from China takes 5 days to reach you, but a package from Germany takes 13. Visible confusion. Concord devs. I can't believe our game is failing. A legendary skin from the game. He's probably thinking about other women. Why is naming your kid Luna okay? But naming your kid Moon is weird. When you realize people who litter in public areas, dump waste, or shit on the floor of public toilets are out there giving their opinions on social media. When the bro with bad breath, greasy hair, dirty clothes, and a messy bedroom has strong opinions on how society should be run. How to save money and have fun as an adult. Me to my buddy who's going to war. Goodbye, and be safe out there. Me when I saw Buddy's partner going out with a random person intimately. Me. Damn, that was weird dream. Brain. What dream? Me eating chicken breast. Suddenly realizing that chickens aren't mammals and therefore don't have breasts, so what am I eating? Me as a child. I'm going to be an astronaut, an engineer, and a doctor. Me now. I just want to be happy. When you end up in a girl group for project. Allow spying and censorship. Private communication for criminals. Telegram. Me stopped at a red light trying to go straight while everyone behind me wants to turn right. The Minecraft movie we got. The Minecraft movie we wanted. God. Covers most of the earth with water, preventing water scarcity. Also God for some reason. Guess I'll add some salt. Sociopaths. Terrorists. People who learn Klingon from Duolingo. Dog owners when they haven't seen their dog in 2 minutes. Cat owners when they haven't seen their cat for 7 hours. My English when writing. My English when speaking. Cat waking me up at 2 a.m. Waking my cat up at 2 p.m. My brain trying to remember if I locked the door. My brain recalling the exact words I used in the cringiest conversation of my life 9 years ago. YouTube getting hate for removing dislikes. Twitter getting hate for adding dislikes. Starts reading a simple book. Reads the same sentence 3 times. Mind wanders off to random thoughts. Starts over. That one non-smoker bro while the rest of the gang hotbox in the back. 60 Hz player trying out 144 Hz for the first time. I get it now. Linux users when I ask them if their wife is free and open source. Diamonds are forever. It's a cheap rock that can be made in a lab in 15 minutes. I eat a whole pizza. I finish a tub of ice cream. I polish off a family-sized bag of chips. Why don't my jeans fit? Me going to sign up for an international study year at a US university. Me finding out you share a room with 4 people over there. My normally socially anxious self. Drunk me. Sociopaths. Psychopath. People who chew on ice. Who wore it better. Death stare Luigi. Death stare Luigi. Me, in 1998, wasting time resting instead of buying land. Son. Dad. What is manhood all about? Dad. Having the wisdom to understand that Rico should have chosen Dizzy over Carmen. Volkswagen CEO. Our company isn't operating in a fantasy world. Me looking at their new car prices. You sure about that? Earth. Makes a complete rotation around the sun. Humans. Earth. They love me. When you unclog your ears and suddenly you can hear new frequencies of sound. When she opens the jar of jam you've been struggling with for 2 minutes. What if 2020 was not a bad year, but the beginning of a bad decade? Shut up. Laptop suddenly for no reason. After opening Task Manager for 1 minute. Government. By law, you have to buy private health insurance. Insurance. By law, we have to deny you service to increase our profit. American. Well, that sorta just happened to me. I didn't even participate in that. How I sleep. Knowing my screen time for the day is 1 hour and 20 minutes. It's 1:20 a.m. Americans when life slightly inconveniences them, and now they have severe trauma. Your mom at home. Your mom in public. The guy in the oncoming car thinking I'm bright lighting him. Me with my hand on the knob to bright light him when he hits his. People before and after taking off their glasses according to Disney. Girlfriend. What are we eating tonight? Me. Something rich people eat. Opening LinkedIn to find a job. Just a bunch of people posting selfies and asking you to buy stuff. Me fantasizing about the day I'll be able to afford handing in my resignation and cursing everyone at work. When the deadline is in 2 hours and I'm just starting now. Okay, we get it. You have a Cybertruck. Do you really need 4 spots? How I look at people complaining about their Spotify Wrapped being trash. They listen to those songs. Sydney Sweeney and Margot Robbie look like 2 Pokemon evolution stages. My future. Me. Turns on the subtitles to understand a foreign language. The subtitles. Both speaking Japanese. Society, if everyone got an extra hour of sleep in the morning, sleep 1 hour early. Beg for 1 hour of sleep in the morning. Me realizing my future will probably just be doing the same unfulfilling stuff for the rest of my life. How I feel when I demand the slightest bit of respect from my peers. Me. To my wife after she loses all of her weight. Where are they? Insurance companies. Don't worry, our profits are capped by federal law. The caps. Point of view. When you have an extremely tight budget, reading a news article, paywall, the average American, US health insurers. Why would anyone want to kill our CEO? A quarter of a century will be over in less than a month. 2024 will be over in less than a month.